Welcome back to YourRussianGamer. Now today I would like to make a short but sweet thing, kind of return to YouTube thing. I don't have a lot of time, but I have enough time to make this video, and this is F1 2000 Championship Season 2000 for the PS2. So yeah, hope you enjoy this one. I decided to challenge myself because yesterday I found this game in my basement, I decided to play it, and I could not complete a challenge that I sort of set for myself, and this is to win a single Grand Prix by starting in last place in basically any track, but I decided to do my second, well, almost my favorite of all time. I have my favorite, but that it'll be too easy to do it on my favorite track because I'm an absolute beast on it. But on my second favorite track, I haven't driven it in a very long time, and so I decided I would do that one. And so we are going to start in second place with Michael Schumacher, no other, and go to Germany, his home country, and try to win from 22nd place. It's a challenge that's easier said than done, because even though the AI is uneasy, that's what makes this so impossible, because passing 22 people without touching them, because as soon as you touch people, this game likes to fuck with your car. So yeah, passing all 22 of them is very difficult, but I'll try to do it. I tried it yesterday, and it's just a rage fest of raging. So yeah, let's do it now. Let's see how we go on our first attempt at starting for 22nd place. This game's kind of weird. Its gas braking system is kind of weird, where the car is too responsive in my opinion. Oh fuck. Well, that's what you don't want to do, because as soon as you make a pit stop, you'll let everyone pass you, and this is a 4-lap race, by the way, so you can't. So I'm gonna restart and try again. Well, that's actually a lot shorter than most of my attempt yesterday went. But let's try and make this slightly longer than before. I'll probably cut out all the failed attempts at my miserable attempts at doing this. I just probably added way too many words into that sentence. That's okay, because I cannot... My brain doesn't function at this time of day. It's like 9:20, and it just doesn't work that way. Alright, let us drive Michael Schumacher, the best driver of all time ever. Up until the point where Alonso started driving for Ferrari, I was a 100% Schumacher Ferrari kind of guy. Oh, balls. So yeah, up until that point I was a Ferrari kind of guy, but then because I hate Alonso with all my hatred, I decided to find a new team once Alonso got behind the wheel of Ferrari. And so my team right now is Red Bull. Not because they're winning, not because Vettel won 4 times in a row, but because I predicted Vettel would win. This happened 5 years ago when he won his first race at Monza. This was when he was brand spanking new. No one knew him. I saw him in qualifying. He qualified first, and I'm like, this guy will not only win this race, which he did, but he'll also win a championship. And the very next year, he did win the Drivers' World Championship. It's kind of sad how on this track, if you do the default start, if you do just the regular race start, all the AI will start in the same position every single time, and it's kind of sad how Barrichello, my Ferrari teammate, is put into like 17th. It's really sad how much Ferrari sucks. But driving these cars on a PS2 controller is kind of difficult too, because the PS2 controller has like a very big dead zone, and then it sort of gets really aggressive. So there's no real way to modify slight and aggressive steering. And I'm about to get passed because on this track, I don't know if it's just this track, but a lot of cars have much higher top speeds than me. So yeah, that is problematic indeed. So yeah, we're already in 7th place. This is the first lap, which is good. However, the unfortunate part about this game is the fact that it's made in 2000, so don't judge. But when you're behind a car, the car in front of you sort of gets its AI difficulty raised, and so it becomes almost impossible to pass them on some tracks. On some... Okay, I got really lucky there, but on some tracks where I am a beast, I can still pass them, but on some tracks it becomes impossible to pass people. And the tracks where I'm a beast, I actually include a very short list. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Alright, let us begin again. This is getting to the point where it's miserable because I just can't do it. I can't survive a lap. Well, I actually did once yesterday, but then I wasn't in first place when I survived the lap, and so I still got kind of screwed over by AI, started getting in the way and pushing me around and stuff. Yeah, you're gonna try to pass me? You're gonna try to pass me? No, you're not, because you're slow. Alright, let us make some moves on people. 14th place, 13th place. I like to be around, you know, like 9th at least by this corner, but hopefully I'll be slightly better now that I can do that. Fuck! No, don't wanna... Alright, let us calm the rage and restart again. I've got a really good feeling this is going to take a while. A really good feeling this is going to take a while. By the way, you don't need to ask me why I was sort of absent and not uploading for a fairly large amount of time. Just because I had better things to do and I sort of lost the inspiration. And if I continued uploading then, I would have made really shitty content. Because I YouTube with the same motto as, like, if you have nothing nice to say, fuck! If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. I sort of do this with YouTube where if I don't have anything nice to upload, I won't. I feel like constricting myself with an upload schedule is, well, for anybody, it's sort of a trap into making bad content, because you are now forced and obliged into making videos every single day, and that's kind of, it's how popular YouTubers function nowadays, where they upload daily. But the problem with that is the fact that at some point they're gonna have to make breaks. They're gonna have to take breaks and relax, because you can't do the same thing every day and expect to have fun and enjoy it. I just cut that corner a little bit. Whatever, I'll live. I turned flags off, so if I accidentally cut a corner, it won't penalize me, because this is difficult as shit, if you haven't noticed. But I will keep trying until I succeed, because that is what I do. I'm sort of like Michael Schumacher in that sense, where I focus on a mission and I will succeed at that mission at all costs. I actually watched the movie Rush last month, and I have a feeling where if Michael Schumacher was driving in the 1970s, he would definitely be one of the first people to crash, burn, and die. Because if you didn't drive carefully in the 70s, your car would fall apart, and you won't be able to, you know, live. Oh, balls. Nobody hit me, nobody hit me, nobody hit me, nobody hit me. Alright, we are halfway through the first lap. Anyway, so yeah, so Michael Schumacher, he's kind of like this guy who focuses on passing and winning more than anything. So he'd rather win the race than live. Alright, that was a tight one, but we are going to... Oh, you dick. Okay, I'm going to pass you anyways. Hey, so Michael Schumacher's kind of this kind of guy that was famous for making really unorthodox passes because he's aggressive as shit. And if he drove that way in the 1970s, I can guarantee, and very early in his career, he would have, you know, crashed and died. So, good thing he drove when cars were slightly safer and where crashing didn't mean dying, because that would have been really sad. Alright, let us attempt at passing whoever the... Oh, it's David Coulthard who's in front of us. We must pass Coulthard. Yeah, but those are the good old days when Schumacher was still driving. That was like the golden age of Formula 1 racing for me. I feel like right now it's too linear, where most passes right now happen at the end of a straightaway, and back in his time you actually have to just slipstream and pass people in corners, and corner passing is almost, it is such a rarity at this point where it doesn't even matter anymore. Most passes right now happen because of DRS zones and stuff involving them, and I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I feel like DRS is one of the things that's sort of ruining Formula 1. As you can see, like, the AI difficulty is being increased. We can see how us two, me and David Coulthard, are sort of, you know, straying away from everyone else, because now that I'm behind him, he sort of goes, his AI sort of goes, oh shizzle, we got a guy behind us, and we have to pick it up. And so that's what happens. I suck at that corner. That's the one corner in Hockenheim that I could never nail, that one right there, especially with this kind of shitty accelerate brake system. Could never do it. I wish that in like F1 2012, what I have right now in F1 2013, which I will be getting sometime soon, you could drive the old Hockenheim, because that is probably my second favorite track of all time, following Indianapolis. And both of them you can't do in F1 2012, which sucks a lot. And I would like for that to be fixed and improved. because I want those two tracks so badly. This track itself was cut from existence. It was actually shortened because of, well, one, these long straightaways, the ones that are here, they don't exist anymore. They're made a lot shorter. But these long straightaways, what they did is they strained cars way too much. They strained engines, and they broke a lot of cars. And also, these long straightaways were very not appealing to fans. Oh, fuck. Yeah, so these straightaways were very not appealing to fans because the track itself is like 6.5 miles long, and you'd have to literally walk 3.5 miles to get from where the start-finish line is to, I don't know, here. And so, that's why they sort of cut this track, and I appreciate the cutting. I understand it's the same track, but at the same time, I miss these long straightaways. I miss them so much, and I wish I could get them back, but unfortunately, I cannot. And that is where Hockenheim doesn't become my favorite track anymore. It would have been an F1 2012, but it's not my favorite as Abu Dhabi at this moment in time. Fuck. Alright. Spinning out is really easy. If you touch the grass or touch the gravel, you will spin out 90% of the time. And so I kind of got lucky there. But I'm trying to make sure that the AI doesn't pick me up behind them. So like one corner he'll slow down for fucks and I'll just, you know, drive right by him. I don't want to stay too close to him because that's when he'll become impossible to pass. Like right now. But as soon as I pass him, this will be an easy finish. Problem is I have one lap left to pass him. And it's getting really tense. Also, this corner I hate very much because I would always touch the inside and lose a wheel. It sucks. Very much so. We are on the final lap, still trying to pass Mika. No, David Coulthard, never mind. Let's hope that our car doesn't break down. That would be the worst. That would be the worst. Come on. Come on. Yes, break. Yes! I have passed you. You suck. Get out of here. First place. As long as we finish and don't die, we'll win. But he's behind us and he's going to pass us. Crap. As you can see, when you're ahead of people, they have slightly better straight line speed than you for some strange reason I cannot explain. But luckily right now, I'll have braking and he'll have shitty AI. And that corner is my favorite in the entire track, and I will nail it every single time without fail. And so, peace out, David Coulthard. I have passed you, and I'm about to win this race unless I spin out massively and die and have to restart in shame. But that would suck, wouldn't it? So let's... Alright, sort of. Okay, that works. Great. Let us keep going. Let us keep going. Going. As you can see, this corner in F1 2012 would need a certain amount of brakes to get the right speed. In this game, you don't. Kind of the braking steering thing is kind of weird. Also in F1 2012, you will need to regulate... Wait, something of mine broke? It's telling me something broke? I don't give a shit. I want to win. Fuck off! And that is how you win a race.
It really was a tough race with a cracking result.
Wait, what? How did he finish 21 seconds behind me when I passed him on the last lap? That is a very questioning discovery. But whatever, I win. Challenge completed. I am relieved. And at least I know that I'm a decent enough driver to pass easy AI. Yeah, so next time in this game I'll probably do an actual race and make the AI slightly more difficult. I'll actually show off my insane skills at United States, and I'll actually put the AI difficulty on maximum and see if I can beat them in a 4-lap race. But that'll be next time because I want to sort of cut this video now and make this as short as possible. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, see you guys later, and goodbye.